But alright, anyway, I guess we're going to the foyer. We haven't actually seen it other than in cutscene form earlier. Actually, we didn't even see this. We only saw the actual room where he died. Look at that fucking photo of himself in the middle there. Or photo. Painting, whatever. With his big cheesy smile. April 17th, QB Manor. Foyer. Widget changes colors based on her mood. It's a fun little detail, especially since it doesn't always align with what she's saying. That's the idea, though, of her whole little psychological thing, is no matter what's on your face, the inner feelings are still in there. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources closest to the wrestler. It totally isn't the same guy who just got killed yesterday. It appears he disappeared sometime after a special event held in the Ninetales Vale today. Wow. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Whoa! Who the fuck are you? Anyway, you do miss the ability to investigate everything, but it does improve the pacing. I kind of agree. I don't mind investigating areas, but sometimes it got a little too much. You can investigate too many things. It was fun to hear the flavor dialogue sometimes, but sometimes it's too much extra stuff to just look at just for dialogue extra, and it didn't actually become pertinent to anything important, you know? It'd be funny if Widget just blurted out who Athena's in love with. It might at some point, Omega. You never know. This is only the first time we've met her. But anyway, on that note, who the fuck is this guy? This crazy-looking douchebag. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! I don't know what voice to give this guy yet. We'll see how he talks. Eek! A penis! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them? They're horns of yours. They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Wow, he really does have a country accent. Alright, there we go. Perfect. They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers, and we're here to... Ah! You're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't you? I should have reckoned what with that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. Name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So, tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon, you. Youch! These horns, I mean my hair, isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. Seems a mighty big old waste of perfectly good horns, you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so, That was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I best get back to work. Okay. Get the fuck back here. Halt! Stop right there. Huh? Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Oh, shit. You got robbed, son. This guy's a filthy little klepto. Little bastard. Can we choke him out? I'm gonna choke him out. Anyway, there's still plenty of flavor text for areas you're supposed to investigate, though. And here I thought we were done with Lot of Heart. No, well, dude, Lot of Heart will never be dead. God, if Lot of Heart showed up and this guy, too, that'd be hilarious. Maybe he's related to Filch from Harry Potter. That was actually my first thought. Fucking... shoot, what was this? Filch, something, man, Argus Filch. I can't even remember what Filch's first name is in Harry Potter. Argus? It was Argus. Okay, so I had that right. Argus Filch. Okay. Anyway, bitch took my bracelet. Oh, hell no. Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. Wow, he's literally wearing it. You see that shit? He's literally wearing it. What a little bastard. Somehow I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag. It was barely in the bag in the first place. You little dick bag. Yeah, what kind of bag is it? A dick bag, like you. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Pathetic indeed. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. Wow. Sheesh, I almost feel sorry for him now. Except for that fucking... that look right there. That fucking sneaky little goddamn look. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back. He seems sorry enough, so... I know you understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as a wad of cash in your wallet. I hope. You can leave my wallet out of this. And also, there is no cash in there because Trucy spent it all. Ho-ho! Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away! Run away! Head for the hills! Fuck that guy. Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Huh? Looks like you dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's at the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind, too. The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back to him next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. Okay. Don't know why he had those, but sure. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got him. He probably just fucking stole them off the cops because he's a little dickbag. Anyway, Filch means to steal something, so it makes sense that his name is Filch, right? He stole my bracelet, and I stole his accent. Did I give Apollo the country accent for a second there? That's my bad. Something tells me he's not the murderer. I'm pretty sure he's not the murderer. We saw who the murderer was in the intro. It's a blonde-looking dude. We're waiting to see this guy. I don't know where we're going to meet the guy, but we already know what the murderer looks like. We already know what he looks like. Like, we know. The characters don't know, but we know. Filch will be telling the story of the demon waifu in the future. Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, crime scene diagram added to the court record. Diagram showing the scene of the crime. Foyer diagram added to the court record. Diagram of the foyer, including the office used by the caretaker Phineas Filch. Phineas Filch. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Okay. Let's go check it out. Oh, dead people. I see dead people, or the outlines of dead people. April 7th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Sorry, big yawn. Whoa! Feathers and footprints? Oh my. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Who is this gonna be? If he's a blonde, creepy-looking guy, it's the killer. Anyway. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. Until I know who it is, I'm just gonna give a regular voice. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say with this guy. Is this gonna be our new Gumshoe? And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first. Who are you, and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you in arrest for disturbing a crime scene. He's got that fucking, like... Man, he's got that high energy shit. I don't even know what to say about him. This must be... I'm gonna guess this is our new Gumshoe. We gotta have a police investigator, right? That's, like, part of the game. We gotta. So I'm guessing this is gonna be our guy. He seems like that... He fits that bill, although he seems like he'd be way more high energy than Gumshoe. I don't know what to do with the voice, though. He doesn't seem to have something distinct other than just, like, he's got that high energy. He needs a haircut. His hair is kind of all over the place. I'm not even sure. Wait. Okay. Sorry. The problem right now is the background is messing with me to tell what his hair actually is. But I think his hair just frays out like he's wearing a fucking helmet. I think it's cut off like it goes about halfway down his chin, and it looks like he's wearing a goddamn helmet. That's what it looks like. Anyway, if he's not a policeman, then maybe he's the other lawyer on the other side of things. I could see that too. That's my other guess about who this guy is. He's a very self-proclaimed superhero type character. I mean, I could see that. And this music, by the way, which just occurred to me that it was playing Like, what kind of music's playing right now? I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Like, I don't... Do I do that? I feel like that voice is the same shit as always is. Ah! Under arrest? But... Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now, come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. I mean, it's all about the cadence in which I speak. Please, wait. We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha ha! I almost took you in. You two were sure were suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day.
Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright.
Bobby Fulbright. Robert Fulbright, huh?
You can call me Bobby.
Fulbright. Okay, sure.
The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil.
So, I miss Dick Gumshoe already.
The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's "In justice we trust." Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you?
I don't know. What can you do for me, sir? I need to investigate this crime scene, big homie.
So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here.
Yikes. Is he reaching for his...
In justice we trust.
Wow. His fucking badge. Who cares?
Whew. It's just his badge. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line.
Apollo, let's see if we can change his mind.
Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come.
Let's persuade this fuck.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice, keeping injustice. That would be you at bay.
I knew it.
Look, there's just you and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What? What? No, silly, we're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
No, it can't be! You have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
But, guarding this crime scene is a part of justice too.
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ah! Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him.
Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go.
Our pleas for justice might have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
After all about authorized personnel only, that was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence that we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with the L stick.
And change our perspective with the R stick. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer! Let's get started. I don't know how you say that, but it's definitely some French shit. Nous allons... Nous allons commencer.
Pretty sure that was some French shit, though. Alright, so our first examinable room. Here we go, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking that they were going to use Apollo's last name as like, oh, I am Justice. It's in my name. How could you disagree with that? Am I right? Alright, looks like when there's something to click on, it'll have a red circle around it, so... Yeah, okay. Just checking to see how it worked. So this is where the 3D really comes into play. So you can actually look all the way around the... Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. I was going to say I can pan the room, but you can actually spin the room. That's interesting. All right, well, let's start clicking on anything with a red circle. Here we go.
Look! This statue only has one tail.
Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represent a yokai's power.
So if you had 2, Apollo, I'd only have 1?
Wait, what?
Not that it means you're better than me, got it?
Like I said, what?
It's because he's practiced attorney and you're a new one? I think that's what she was implying, bro. It wasn't that complicated.
If you go by their hair. Oh, I see, because he's got the 2, like the V, and I got you. He's got the horns, and she's only got 1 little thing. I got you. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenma Taro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open? It's worth a try. Huh! No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust. Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
So an unopenable door, right.
According to Ms. Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Forget I just said that.
So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind.
Sorry if I go like default back to my normal voice for Apollo sometimes. I can't keep it epic all the time, especially when he's just talking subtly anyways. But I gotta just remember when he's talking loud to be loud about it. Anyway, the tail thing is a Naruto reference. Naruto? Is it really Naruto or is it just a Fox Japanese thing? I don't think it has anything to do with Naruto specifically. Yeah, exactly. It's just a yokai thing. Alright, anyway. There's a body here.
Wow, this is a pricey looking chair.
Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it.
Really?
Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings.
So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about?
That stinks.
Ah, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him.
It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Indeed. You say only use it during the trials? The booming voice, you mean? I mean, I mostly just want to use it when Phoenix and Apollo are going to be in the same conversation more than anything. Otherwise, I might just default Apollo to normal voice, but I'll be loud about it when I'm in the trials. You know what I mean? Just because if Phoenix isn't there, our main character right now is Apollo. And I don't want to destroy my voice doing other voices on top of being epic Apollo voice also. Also, my controller keeps disconnecting like crazy right now. It needs to stop. Alright, let's check out the feathers and the blood and stuff. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped on the alderman's blood.
Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird.
Then it must be one big bird, and not of a friendly yellow type either.
Maybe it's some mutant bird creature.
So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman QB with a spear?
It's more plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster.
Yeah, no shit. I'm surprised none of this is counting as evidence, but I guess whatever.
Dude, I am feeling a clue right now. FML, I'm feeling it, dude. Just don't destroy my voice. This case is going to destroy... Seems like one of the ones that's going to destroy... Dude, every case destroys my voice. Anytime I do the voice acting for all the characters, my voice will get destroyed. It's inevitable. I wonder if this cup is its own thing. There's a little spilled cup back here. Was that a Sesame Street reference? What, that a big giant bird is a monster? Maybe. Big burb. So this is where Alderman QB's body was found.
Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it.
Apparently. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes. Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... In the name of justice, I must say goodbye! What was that all about? Okay. He wanted to say something, but he didn't want to give anything away. They put a check mark over things you already investigated. That's actually really nice. I do like that as well. I'm going to help you save a fantasy world today. Oh, you're playing Final Fantasy 2 today, FML, and you're going to beat the game, right? Well, good luck with the beating of the FF2. I'll be here investigating and following my clue goo, okay? My clue's pointing this way. There's something wedged under the chair. Let's see if we can't lift it up and... Freeze! Yikes! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there.
Hey, Detective Fulbright. Did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a shaped like a roll of cloth.
And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust.
Wow. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo. Now's our chance to look around some more.
The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Sorry, I almost went epic. Almost went into the voice I was using for the other dude.
Okay, Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman. I'm Batman. Alright, here we go. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Oh, what the heck?
Looks like a large blood-stained cloth.
The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got there. Here, there, over here. And why does this seem important? I don't know, but you should add it to the evidence, fool. Why is nothing being added to the evidence? I'm confused why nothing's being added to evidence. Is none of this going to be important? What the fuck? Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side. It still had a circle.
This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers.
Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once.
Really? What are they used for?
Oh, things like pinching through cheeks.
Ew!
Pulling out tongues.
Stop, stop, stop.
Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes.
Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that.
Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. Wow, Apollo. Going with the jokes. Gotta love them. Alright, I don't think any of this other stuff gets interacted with, so... I can't even interact with this charm on the ground, which is kind of odd. I've kind of expected to be able to at least look at that closer, but apparently not. Alright, well, that's this side of the room. Spin me around, Daddy. What do we got over here? Oh, maybe we can look at this stuff. I just couldn't look at it from that angle. Also, shiny statue. This is probably what clonked the mayor in the head. What do you call it? Our client, basically, that guy. Tenma. Daddy Tenma. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of a nine-tailed fox and Tenma Taro battling it out.
Eek, careful, Apollo. It's got blood on it.
Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the alderman's blood.
How could you remain so calm after seeing all this blood?
Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so...
You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case.
I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? There we go. Something's actually evidence.
Fox and Demon statue added to the court record. A statue that was at the crime scene. It depicts Ten Mataro and the Nine-Tailed Fox locked in battle. Also covered in blood, which apparently doesn't want to be mentioned. Okay, so that was important, obviously. Obviously. Let's check out these things. Look, a cat with two tails. No such thing. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? There's no way a creature that could ever exist. You'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Is this the friend with the long neck that she was talking about? I wonder if these were Jinxie's new friends that she was talking about. I guess I'll find out. Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. Or a guy with blonde hair. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur added to the record. Some fur that was found at the scene of the crime. It's long and soft and appears to be from some sort of animal. I like how they think it's an animal hair. That's straight up the guy who fucking did it. He's blonde. It's him. Also, yeah, an animal like that can't exist. A thing like that can't exist with such a long neck. Apparently, Apollo doesn't believe in giraffes either. You right. Wait, what? I was like, we're not done here. Wait, really? Guess that about wraps it up. Now if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. That's all the evidence we're going to find in this room? A fucking statue with blood on it and a little gold tuft of hair? That's it? That's crazy to me. Hey, Apollo, did you hear something? Huh? I don't hear anything. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust! Ah! Ha ha ha! Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice, reverberating through the air duct. Okay. I heard it through the air ducts. Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? Oh, okay. The air ducts are going to be important for this, obviously. But here we go. As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through here and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through the air duct or something. Ha ha ha! A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very, very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room... Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Ah, come on. Throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Yeah, I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Ah! Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto? To serve and protect? I
doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice.
We did it, Apollo.
Yeah, we did it all right. But I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. I mean, all you did was convince him to give you fucking information that he was just withholding. Who was being less ethical there, you know? I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway, you do wonder what Ace Attorney speedrunning is like. Do people even speedrun these games? Is there a point? Anyway, we're back to hearing the detective's music. DJ bopping to it. Anyway, let's hear some stuff about the case then, homie. Was it Ms. Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Wow. Damn. Ms. Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked. Yes, and Ms. Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber. Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Okay. I know exactly who took that key. Kleptomaniac, man.
Disappeared? You think the killer took it?
It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Ms. Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. Ha ha ha!
You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean.
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls.
Shameless rascal? Who even says that?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Alright, so we got the crime scene photo. Crime scene photo added to the court record. Photo of the Fox chamber. There are bloody footprints and black feathers scattered on top of the blood. Okay, so we have the picture of the actual crime scene, so that's good. Apparently, there are speedruns. The world record for the first game is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Damn. I mean, I suppose you just have to click through the dialogue as quick as possible. That's the speedrun, huh? It's an immediate not guilty if you don't share info with the defense. That's what it should be, Omega. But in this game, that is not always the case. Alright, feathers and tracks, homie. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you?
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
Can Tenma whatchamacallit even be made a victim of slander?
I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman.
So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind? To make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer?
Wait, what? No, I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. Yeah, like, who the fuck would kill someone and, like, I mean, like, and truly think that somebody's gonna believe that it was the fucking animal that did it? Or a yokai that did it, whatever. Like, come on, man. Anyway, suspects. So Mayor Tenma is your only suspect. That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking too.
Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested?
Ha ha ha! Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Ms. Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Who's Mayor Tenma's aide? We haven't met that person yet.
Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet, just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance.
What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all?
She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear?
True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her.
That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial?
That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
What? What? Why would you let that person be a lawyer after that? I'm unclear why he a lawyer. Anyway, definitely agree. Wait, sorry, let's go back. For context in Japanese, the Damien is more like Damon. Oh, I see. So it's got to be read like Demon, Damon. I mean, they could have just called him Damon, as in like Daemon. That would have worked. He looks like one of the chefs from Food Wars. Damn, hilarious. Damien was probably intended to sound more like a normal name. I'm trying to keep the reference, but I'm not sure it comes across that way. They should have just called him Damon. It would have worked to me. Anyway. I mean, I thought it was a pretty obvious pun of demon regardless. Far from the first time I've seen it used for a demonic character either. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Anyway, either way, his name being Damien, Demon, whatever. It all sounds similar. It's close enough. But yeah, just call him Damon. It would have worked. Alright, anyways. Let's learn about this prosecutor. I'm even more intrigued. What the? Is this some kind of joke? I guess not. Let's learn. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Oh, cool. Another master of psychology. Great. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney! Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane.
Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha!
This really is the dark age of law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he? Aw, man. This is going to have to do with the case that she had when she was a kid. Oh my god, this is all going to tie together later. Great.
Bingo! Simon Blackquill! So you have heard of him?
You could say that. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill.
The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal?
Well, yes and no. You could also say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things.
How so?
His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of law.
Oh boy. Another flashback case for later, I guess. What? And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow?
Ha ha ha! Never fear. I myself will be there to protect you.
That's reassuring, I guess.
Well, you kids knock yourselves out. I can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? He's barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off.
I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot?
You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice.
Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole them from the detective. Oh my god. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet? That's pretty amazing, actually. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Also true. Well, looks like we gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is.
I agree. Let's go talk to this dickbag. Anyway, welcome in, Morrow. This guy's the killer. His hair is suspicious. It looks like a fucking helmet. Nah, he's actually the detective of the case, Morrow. I don't think he's the killer. That doesn't mean he won't be a killer later sometime, but it does mean for sure that he's the detective for this case. And we also know what the killer already looks like. He doesn't look like him. I don't think. I'm trying to remember what the killer looked like, and I'm pretty sure that it wasn't him. Is Apollo a daddy? I guess. But yeah, his name is Fulbright. But yeah, Morrow's never really played any of the Ace Attorney games, so she doesn't have opinions on the characters here. Although I bet money she would say Edgeworth was if she didn't, though. But if she doesn't know who Edgeworth is right now, then she probably won't agree with that right now. But anyway, April 17th, QB Banner Foyer. Damn it. Fucking controller, I swear to God. Who's Edgeworth, she asks. Well, that would be one of the other lawyers from the first few games. I will show you a picture of him later if you want. But yeah. Fulbright is just a lot. He's a lot, okay? I mean, he's got high energy, way more so than Gumshoe ever had, that's for sure. Right. This just awful. Terrible, I say. Somebody help! Oh my God. Oh, look. It's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No. The name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead, bitch. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Oh. Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Ninetales' mask. The Amazing Ninetales? Oh, right. The wrestler who appeared during the festival special event. What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Okay. Huh? Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Yeah, we're just going to confirm that the old man was the Nine-Tailed, like, wrestler guy, right? The Amazing Nine-Tailed mask, add to the core record. Mask that washed up by the riverside. There's white hair inside. Yup. Okay. We got another shoe stealer in game now, since a wrestler by the name of Bronson Reed is stealing Roman Reigns shoes after he attacks him. Wow. I am not up on the wrestling current lore of current WWE storylines, but dude be stealing shoes, huh? It's kind of funny. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Miles Edgeworth, Morrow. That would be the person. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, dude. Edgeworth, not only is he, like, the most well-known daddy of this series, like, everyone would agree with you. He's literally, like, the most popular character in these games. I don't know if he ever comes back. I'm assuming he will at some point be in one of these games. I'm kind of hoping he'll be in this game at some point, even just as, like, a cameo. But we'll see. So what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't you? Yes, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me in my bandit's mask and you in the demon mask of yours. Demon mask? I wonder if I can make it big. Wow, Apollo's considering being a wrestler. He has the name. Apollo Justice is a perfect fucking wrestler name. Now, coming to the ring, hailing from San Francisco, Apollo Justice! Like, that's perfect, man. Like, come on now. There was an Ace Attorney game that you played on the DS a long time ago, but you never finished it. I mean, that was one of the first few games, I'm assuming, if it was a DS game, Morrow. It was probably one of the first 3 games. And it probably had Edgeworth in it. Although I don't know if you played far enough into the game to see Edgeworth, though. They tease so much by not having him so far in this trilogy. You mean Edgeworth? I mean, he definitely wasn't in Apollo Justice. I remember that. But he could be in this game, especially since Phoenix is back as a normal character. And Miles Edgeworth does have his own spin-off games. True. Apollo Justice is a good boxer name. I mean, Apollo Creed, Apollo. Yeah, whatever. I get you. But yeah, the Miles Edgeworth game's got a collection. I knew that. That's going to have to be on my to-do list as well. Anyway, Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut till after the trial. Huh? Oh, no. I wasn't actually. Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo. Ask him about the amazing Ninetales murder already. Okay, chill. We're getting there. You still need to buy that collection, Tara? Me too, but I'm not in a hurry because I haven't even finished this collection yet. Anyway, the amazing Ninetales. Let's hear about it. The amazing Ninetales is our village's savior, and don't you forget it.
The amazing Ninetales.
His trademark's a gold cape, made to look like 9 foxtails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma wrestlers left and right. Tenma getting fucked. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town, heh. Huh, the amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of like a monster yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense that you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales. Hey. I know. A lot of people have told me that I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Yeah, really though. Ouch, what's the big idea? Hey, check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. The amazing Ninetales, glossy, add to the court record. A photo of the hero who sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. So we're just going to have to use that to like refer to the amazing Ninetales at some point, I guess. So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Yeah, do you know anything about who was actually behind the mask? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? That's only part of it. The only main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenma. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories, too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenma? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenma. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma and stop the municipal merger. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. That's kind of an incredible image, I have to agree. I love this shot. It's fucking great. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? You right. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the scene of the murder, or at the time of the murder, rather? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. He must be talking about this small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Someone we haven't met yet. Florent LaBelle's his name, and he's definitely the murderer once you meet him. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that there security camera would have spotted them. Come on, controller, stop it. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So do you think this mask is the real deal?
Without a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales.
What about that white hair I found inside the mask?
Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing.
Then this places this mask at the scene of the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger? It's so obvious. Like, come on, man. No way! Could the amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be?
Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Golden fur reattached to the amazing Ninetales mask. They reattached it? Why would you do that? Anyway, anything else to talk to you about? Should I present you anything? I don't know if I should present this guy anything. I have lots of items all of a sudden now, though. I don't know. What do you think about this, sir? You mind if I ask you about this?
Oh, that?
Right. Well, does it ring a bell?
Oh, it's ringing all right. You want to thank me for all my hard work, and I humbly accept.
No, this isn't a gift. Should have known this was a dead end. It's always fun to see the flavor dialogue when you present the badge. You mind if I ask you about this?
Oh, that? Right.
Well, okay. So that's just his default not give a fuck dialogue. Okay, so nothing about that he knows. What about the flower? Nothing about the flower, okay. What about the newspaper? Nothing about the newspaper. What about the diagram? He's not going to say anything about any of this shit, but I'm going to make sure. I got to know. He might say something about one thing. You never know. You never know until you try, dog. Wow, he's really not going to say anything about anything, is he? Oh, here we go.
Hey, that there's the amazing Ninetales' mask. You're aiming to sell it, ain't you? Why, you sneaky little liver...
No, I'm not trying to sell it. Could be a key piece of evidence.
Ah, too bad. Thought I'd hook you up with this buyer I know.
Wait, you want me to sell it? Wow. Fucking controller, I swear to God. Ah! Pissing me off, controller.
Hey, I know that picture. That's my amazing Ninetales Glossy. How dare you steal from me?
No, this is the one you gave me. Remember? You said you had lots more.
I did. Well, it was never really mine in the first place, so you can go ahead and keep it.
Don't tell me I'm now guilty of receiving stolen goods. Take back. Alright, I'm done talking to you. Bye. Wait, anything else? No, okay. I'm done talking to you. I guess we gotta go find Jinxie. If she's not here, she's probably back either in the garden. I'm gonna check the garden. Okay, so this is just to talk to Athena some more. Any ideas? Come up with anything yet?
Oh, of course I have, but it's not quite ready for prime time.
Huh?
The truth will only be revealed once we've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's. In other words, it's still just a theory, so I don't think I should say anything yet. It's the dilemma any great detective must face.
Whatever.
Widget!
So basically you have no ideas. Thanks for nothing. Wow, got her. What are your thoughts on the case so far?
Well, I think our killer's most likely highly intelligent and stone-cold cool. I mean, just look at how they killed the alderman. One decisive thrust, no hesitation.
And you know this how? Psychology?
That's right. I profiled the killer based on the evidence we found at the scene. I can almost picture the killer in my mind. A terrifying face twisted from hatred toward the victim. Big bulging eyes full of murderous intent. A horrible gash-like mouth from ear to ear. And wings, black and sinister.
Wings? That sounds like Tenmataro.
On second thought, scratch psychology. That last part was just my imagination.
You think? Alright. I'm not going to present her all this stuff right now, unless we feel like we need to. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and check out Yokai Lane again and see if we can find Jinx. April 17th, Ninetales Vale. Yokai Lane. Oh, look, there's Jinxie. There we go.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. Wow. Highly intelligent, stone cold cool. Gotta be Edgeworth. You right, Berserker. It's gotta be Edgeworth. Who else would kill somebody who's that descriptor?
A charm to make a better milkshake and another cure to my lactose intolerance.
Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. That's funny that she brings that up. I've been trying to switch over to a different kind of milk myself. Regular milk with lactose. I'm getting too old for that shit. Or I'm getting intolerant to it because I just haven't been drinking it. And in recent years, I drink very little milk. Little to no milk. I only use it when I cook stuff. Like actual, milk. Not just like cheese and shit like that's made with milk. But anyway, so been trying to find some lactose-free alternative milks. Yeah, just funny that got brought up. I know, super important stuff. Anyway, Jinxie, hey, it's me.
Eek, it's the demon lawyer.
Ah, not another warding charm. Ugh.
Apollo, who is she?
Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene.
Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy?
She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case.
Oh wait, how do you know you didn't gobble her up alive?
Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place.
Oh, poor little Trucy.
I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself.
She's quite interesting character, huh, Apollo?
Indeed, very interesting. Now, let's talk about the incident, shall we? Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
Not much. At least not yet.
But do you think Tenma Taro was the killer? You do think that Tenma Taro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival?
I don't know anything about that.
Huh? But you said Tenma Taro murdered the alderman.
It's okay, Jinx.
Oh, it's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes, what was that for?
People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters.
Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there's no monsters, you admit I'm human?
No, you're still a demon. Fuck you.
Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenma Taro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
That's...
You gave me this while I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenma Taro was the murderer, and that's why you gave this to me, right?
That's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it would help your father, too.
Alright then.
Okay. Tenma Taro did it? Tell me more. Why do you think Tenma Taro's the killer?
I saw him. I saw him with my own eyes. Tenma Taro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me.
What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenma Taro. It was right around here. He was running right at me.
Okay.
I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me, toward the foyer.
Toward the foyer?
No, I said foyer.
Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenma Taro too. Sounds like we'd better get their... Oh, sounds like we better get their statements. Indeed. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenma Taro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenma Taro Jinxie just says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Alright, tell me more. Amazing Ninetales. Jinxie works at Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity. They say no one's ever seen it without the mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Eek, you even think like a demon. You pervert demon! The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask, you fucking perv! To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could ever suffer. It's funny how they're getting into the wrestling stuff, because this is stuff that I'm, fully versed in. This is a true statement. Mask versus mask matches are to quote-unquote humiliate the other wrestler. It's pretty effed. Also, controller! Wake up! Oh my god. What the fuck, man? I'm getting real sick of my controller being a bitch. I have to find some other alternative ways to use this controller. Maybe I can Bluetooth this bitch if I get some, batteries going. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. Absolutely. Anyway, tell me about the Tenmataro you saw. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy. But I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataros holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound? Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that. It's not shown on the scroll. How about in any other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. And what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie? I don't know, but Yokai Legendary Scroll updated the court record. Sole document showing what Tenmataro looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict the demon are cursed. Also, Jinxie's statement was added to the court record. Jinxie's eyewitness account of the demon in the hallway near the crime scene. She says it fled toward the foyer. Why didn't you tell me that you saw Tenmataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind. Before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro. But in the event that you do, look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. And that's something here everyone knows? Or something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. A boohooey balloony hooty booty. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't, because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh. Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there. You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. And meet the actual killer. Last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno! Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. Alright. Back to the foyer, I guess. At least it's not an action game you're playing. You'd really salty if it did this during a fight. What? The mask thing? Anyway. You have to get ready for work, Berserker? Alright, man. You think I'll enjoy meeting Simon Blackwell? I'm looking forward to meeting the other lawyer, but obviously I don't think we're going to meet him until we actually get to the case itself. But I think we are about to meet this Patty LaBelle motherfucker. Here we go. And the controller did disconnect, so hold on. So annoying. Oh my god, it disconnected again. What the fuck, man? You're starting to piss me off, controller. Hold on, one sec. Just hoping for a smack and it'll just, you know, be nice. Oh, you just mean controller disconnecting during a fight. I agree. That shit has pissed me off multiple times in recent weeks. I got to figure out what to do about this controller situation because I think it's just my controller, the connection to my controller itself. I don't think these cords are the problem. Anyway, there's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something? Somebody left something on the sill of a caretaker's office window. Ah, it's a TV program guide. Okay. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Eek, it's Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Damn, get wrecked. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of rank old amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. TV listings added to the report record. Filch's TV program guide, the afternoon wrestling match was a total disaster. Okay. I don't know why that's important, but I guess we'll find out. There's some fun Easter eggs on that newspaper when you get a chance. What, on this newspaper? Oh, okay. I'll look at it closer. Yeah, okay. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Ten Mataro or something like that? Huh? Ten Mataro? So you did see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. See, he knows not to talk about Ten Mataro, even though if he saw him. Remember, that's part of the superstition. Bet you shine up every day, real pretty like. Ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Ten Mataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yeah, yaps. Oh, God. Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Hold it. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's the guy. That is 100% the guy we saw in the intro. That's him. That's what a look this guy has. The first thought I had is this is the fucking Joker right here. It's the fucking Joker, yo. Anyway, you gotta go berserker? Alright, dude. You have a good one. We'll catch you later. Alright, so what do I do with this guy's voice? Because in the intro, I just kind of gave him the evil voice. But, maybe I'll give him more, the posh. Does he seem like he would have the posh voice? Yeah, I was just thinking that too, DJ. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yaps, forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent LaBelle, Beau Divine in personal aid to Mayor Damien Tenma. Yeah, he definitely has that feel. Also, he's the mayor's. Sorry. For some reason, I thought he was saying he was the other guy, the alderman. But no, he's the mayor's aide. Sorry. Okay. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis LaBelle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. Wow, he really is. That's perfect for fucking posh. Perfect. The fact that he calls people peasants and shit. hilarious. I'll have you know that is brand number 5. Bonjour. If I could do a French accent better, I'd probably try to pull that out, but I think this posh is going to work out just fine for this guy. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Bonjour and adieu. Got him. Enough about Cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Yeah, let's talk about it, dude. Let's talk about it. Keeping Jinxie quiet, eh? I heard you're the one that told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why, that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she?
Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions?
Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep up with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster.
That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real?
Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster.
Look who's talking, buddy.
So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Is that right, Phineas?
That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro.
As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you.
I got 2 words for this guy. Total freak.
Freak! You're a freak! Fucking freak!
Alright, tell me your alibi, bitch. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. To think you'd suspect me of all people.
Oh no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same question. Ah!
How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight.
Like that spritz really helped.
What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question.
At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer.
Exactly. Good answer, Filchy, good answer.
Wow. Just repeating what you told. Yo!
You've said quite enough.
Wow. What's with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that.
Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know.
Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro.
Come along, Filchy.
Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Yup!
My eyes!
I'm sorry. Whatever, my eyes.
You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday.
It's so obviously this guy. Like, it's not even funny. I guess it doesn't really matter since as a player you already know, so... The fact that he's being so blatantly obvious with all these little context clues, it's like, of course he's the killer. But the question is, how are we going to get there to prove it, you know? Anyway, what does he mean, practice statements?
Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup.
Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up even on the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. Huh. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Oh, sorry, that was Athena talking. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. Indeed we do. So back to here. April 17th, detention center. Visitor center, or room, rather. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, ugh. Oh, he's here.
Here we go.
So nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro?
Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you, too.
Ugh, glad you didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined.
Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There's something I wanted to ask you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenma Taro free. What utter nonsense! Ah! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you!
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Alright, well, let's chat about the Tenma Taro revival. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenma Taro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Ugh. Who told everyone my plan? Sorry I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until you can get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself and curse them all myself. Oh boy, he'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh right, I had to ask you about the reason behind the merger. Why the merger, homie? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for a municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh shit. The bracelet's reacting. I was wondering when we were going to get the bracelet to do a thing in this game since he still has it. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting.
What is it, Apollo?
Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth.
Really? How can you tell?
People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm.
No way! You can do that?
Wait, so you believe me? Just like that?
Sure. Each of us has our own special gifts.
Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing.
Still, what do you think the mayor's lying about?
I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this shit. First I touch my bracelet. Why? Right, now let's give it a whirl. Okay. Touch the bracelet. Has been a minute since we've done this. Apparently Phoenix's special gift is pointing and saying, "Objection! Hold it!" But alright, we're looking for subtle details of a tell. They call them a tell, right? Or whatever. Anyway, yes. I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Alright, right eye. Definitely a twitchy eye. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it with Y. I'm guessing when he says it's an attractive prize is when he's going to twitch. Attractive prize? No? Okay, it's in terms of tourism, so we'll just go ahead and boop him there. Confirmed.
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch. Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale? I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism. But that would contradict this. Was it... this? No. Okay, wait. You felt it would be an attractive prize for tourism, but it would contradict what? It should be obvious, I think. I also kind of wanted to look at this a little more because of the details they said were funny on there. Yokai of the Amazon. Join them for Tofu Taru. Not a lot you can see there, unfortunately. Anyway, what does this contradict? Sorry. Whew, big yawn. What would it contradict? What does it contradict? What am I? Why am I not? Why is it not obvious? I mean, is it just this? Because this is the only thing that has anything to do about the place becoming a ghost town. Everything else is very specific about things. I'm just gonna say this and see what happens.
Take that!
The monster craze at Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh. Called it. It was the only piece of evidence that had anything to do with that, but like it being a ghost town or not, you know, a booming town, whatever you want to say. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, got him. Tell me the truth, motherfucker. Why the merger? Are you ready to tell me the truth now, bitch? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. It was probably my aide, because he's an asshole. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder?
The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was the threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. So I have to present the fucking evidence for why he's the... Okay. The mask, right? I would assume so. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself! No way! The alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler, so the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and Mayor Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Adjourned. In case it wasn't specifically mentioned, QB is just straight up what the nine-tailed fox is called in Japanese mythology. Oh, really? He's just called... It's called QB, the nine-tailed fox? Okay. Fair enough. Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. Probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you all right? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I better, because I can't really very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Indeed. To be continued, y'all. I was wondering how much longer that first investigation part was going to be. But alright, guys, we did it. We got the first investigation section of case number 2 for Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Next up, the trial, day 1. I'm sure it's going to go more than one day. If it only goes one day, I'll be very surprised.